Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for this week. How are you? We're at another week. Do you believe we're getting already close into the end of May? It's almost going to be June soon. It's crazy how quick time goes, especially when you read week by week. It seems like the weeks just fly by. So I'm here to do your reading for this week. The sneak peeks are always for the current week, and I do read from Aries to Pisces. Thank you for clicking here, by the way. If you've never been here before, I'm Elsie. You're at 10 of Cups Tarot. I hope that you will stay. I hope that you'll subscribe, but if you decide not to do that, I'm really glad that you're here watching. Thank you so much. So I will read from Aries to Pisces. I've marked everything down in the description below so you can find your way around just by scrolling through this video. I'm just going to ask you one thing, as I always do. Please, please, please stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. You really don't know what's going on. Also, please remember that these readings across the platforms are general readings. See, as much as it feels like your personal reading, it might be what you want to happen, but it's not actually what's going to happen for you. So if you are interested, please look below in the description, and there is a yellow dot that will take you to Wizio. You can book me there at Wizio, beginning at $40 if you have a question. All right. Thank you so much for clicking here again. Those of you who are always here, my ride or dies, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All right, here we go. We are going to start with Aries and go to Pisces, so y'all can go find your sign. Thank you so much for cross-watching. I appreciate you. And we are going to start with Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aries, this is your sneak peek for this week, my friend. Thankful that you are here. All right. Take a look here. Aries, what's coming up for you this week? Sneak peek for this week. Okay, got the devil on the table. Let's see why. Let's see why. Why is the devil here, please? Give me more energy. Aries, the Fool is here. I'm going to say you've had an ending. I think you had an ending with someone that you have emotions for, someone that you have a depth of emotion for, or someone that you were beginning to grow in emotions for. What I want to say is that I feel like something has come to an end here, Aries. Scorpio energy. This is Capricorn. You could have ended something with a Scorpio or a Capricorn or an Aries. There you are right there. It depends on who you are. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer is what we're looking at there in terms of an energy. Aries, I feel as though I want to say that as I look at the Death card and the Devil card, I think that you're breaking chains is what I want to say. I feel as though you are ending codependency. You're ending the fear. You are ending addiction, toxicity, allowing toxic people into your life. Aries, I think you're just over it, is what I want to say. That's what it feels like. It feels like, once again, we've come to a situation. I'm saying once again, and I don't know if it's happened to you before, but my Pisces moon is telling me, my knowing is telling me that this keeps happening over and over again. You get deep into a relationship, you become emotionally available, you get into it, and I feel as though it starts to go sideways. This person won't leave you alone. Maybe they're very codependent, or perhaps this person is someone who you don't completely and totally trust. And that might just be because it's a new relationship, or you just don't know this person very well. I think you're kind of over it is what I want to say, though. It feels like you're kind of over building yourself up only to realize that what you really need to change is who you're calling in on your vibration. So it's not necessarily that you're picking the wrong people, but I want to say is that you're calling people in on your vibration. So I want to say this, and I do not say this with any hardship at all. It's all from my heart. Y'all, if you've been here long enough, you know who I am, right? Or you think you know who I am. Who I really am is someone who really just wants you to win. And so what I want to tell you is that I want you to look around you, okay? Your best friend, your best friends, your soul group, whoever it is that's around you all the time. Please look carefully at those people you have called in on your vibration, Aries. And so the people that you are surrounded with, if you don't like that one, and that one speaks badly about others, and this one is more about speaking up about people's lives than maybe world issues or something more important, I feel as though you're calling those people in on your vibe. So be aware of that. Now, what I want to say about that is I feel like you're over it. I think you have now become emotionally available. You understand your feelings and emotions and how they're supposed to work, and you are no longer subscribing to this bullshit over here. I don't think you are. I think it's like you're done with the toxicity. It's time to show yourself as the king. I think that you show yourself as the King of Cups, and I feel as though sometimes you could have Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer in your chart for sure, but I feel like you are someone who doesn't really show your feelings on the surface, is what I want to say, and I also feel like that contributes to part of the devil energy. So I think that by becoming emotionally available this week, Aries, or realizing it, that you are going to notice a pattern that you've been doing. You're going to take notice of the pattern, be aware of it, and you're going to change it. You've decided you're going to transform this energy here. Because what you want is King of Cups love. You want someone to love you deeply, be connected to you in a way that no one else is connected to you or them. You want somebody special, right? Of course. We've got the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. And so I feel like there is somebody here that you've been holding back from, or holding back something, maybe possibly holding on to someone too tightly. That could also be something that we're going to end. The Four of Pentacles, I feel. I always see it for the Four of Pentacles as a reader myself, and for the clairvoyancy that I get from Charlie, I always see it as someone who is holding back because they don't trust the universe. It's a trust issue. It's like you want to trust the universe. But I feel like when you're in the Four of Pentacles, you're saying, look, I'm just holding on to what I've got because I don't think you're giving me anything else. This is your block. If you hold on to everything that tightly, it can be a problem. I think you're ending that. I think you realize the toxic cycle. You're looking at it, being aware of it, and now we're going to talk about it. I think that something that you didn't do in the past was speak about your emotions. And I think you're ready now to speak about your emotions to someone you've been holding on to, or someone that you're no longer holding on to. For some of you, the Death card and the Four of Pentacles could tell me that you're ready now finally to be more vulnerable, and that you are ready to stop not trusting the universe. Yeah. I think the next person that comes into your life that has any feelings for you or you for them, I think you're going to explain what went on in the past. You know, this person, if somebody says to you, Aries, why are you single? Well, that person screwed me, right? That person took my money. That person is toxic. They are someone who maybe is on too many medications, or they're someone who is very toxic in their life. They're lying and thieving, and somebody who's not telling the truth. Maybe it's giving you doubt, right? That's what it feels like. So you move on. Yeah. So what I want to say here is this is the week that you realize the cycle. Y'all, we're all living patterns. And the reason that we keep failing relationship after relationship, it's because we're calling in the same patterns over and over and over again. It's like you treat every relationship you have like the very first relationship, and it feels like it's time to talk about it now. It's time to be really honest and upfront, so you can cut people out that aren't interested. I feel like you are into this. This is what you're into right now. Moving on, having the conversation about the feelings, trying to get some honesty about whatever you are feeling in this energy, whether it's fear. I think what you want is some truth, clarity, and honesty about people's feelings, so it doesn't get to a toxic place. And if you can't get it there, I don't think you're waiting around very long, honestly. I think you are already intuitive enough that you know what this is, and you will feel it right away. I think you really are going to be breaking some type of cycle here, and moving on from distrust, with the universe for sure, with source. I feel like you are now leaning a little bit more on the universe. And I feel like the universe is about to pay out for you here. That's what I think. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. You feel like you're never going to find any sort of stability here. You move on because there is no stability here. It feels like it's like it goes maybe 4 weeks, because the wands to me are weeks as a reader. So maybe 4 weeks or 2 years, like a kind of a short-term thing, and then it doesn't work out. The thing is this, is I think you want to talk about it before we get to the 2-year point. I think you're going to feel the instability, feel like you're juggling, feel like it's, that it could fall in. That's when you have to talk about feelings. That's when you have to have that talk. I know it's hard, because that's a double-edged sword. Everybody's going to get cut in that conversation if we're not careful with our words. But I really feel like you are right up front with people, giving them clarity about what you want. I'm not into a commitment. And if they want a commitment, you're moving on. You're no bullshit this week. Good on you, Aries. Good on you. And then we have the Seven of Wands. So yeah, the thing is I think your life is really busy, Aries. I think your life is very planned. And I think it has to be, because you have a lot of stuff going on. In the midst of possibly, for some of you, a relationship that isn't working out or didn't work out. Or maybe you're just trying to date and get the story, right? To find out what's going on. But you are, I feel like you're holding your ground in keeping your balance and keeping all the balls in the air right now. That's what I want to say, that's your first priority, which it should be. Home and hearth, that's Pentacles, right? There's the Tower. Interesting. Aries, you always give me great energy. I love the sneak peek with you, because I got to smash it all into a short amount of time, and I still get that great energy from you. So we have Scorpio energy here. The Tower's falling. The illusion is gone. We have upheaval, change. Things are going to change, and it's going to feel crappy. Aries, that could be one of the things that you are stopping here. Yeah, that, I really do feel that you standing your ground is what causes the Tower. You're showing the universe, I have love for myself. Yeah, I have love for myself. I want to do the right thing for me, and I love myself enough to stand my ground. Tell me about the Tower. Seven of Cups. It brings in a lot of confusion. Why is that? Oh, because you don't want to be single. I feel like you are in an individual energy. Do you know what I feel? I feel like you are someone who is doing really well at your job. But I feel that being single is creating a burden. I think that you are someone who thrives within a relationship. And if I'm not talking about you, it's okay. I often see people in the comments who kind of just pull apart the reading and say, oh, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. Well, maybe it's wrong for you, but look in the comments, sweetheart. It's not wrong for everybody. Okay, so just realize as you look at the comments, if there is people it's resonating with, it's okay that it doesn't resonate with you. It's all right. Not every reading is going to. So what I want to say is that I think being single is its own tricky thing. I think it's creating burdens that you want to drop. I think you're a person who is far more effective or happy in some type of a relationship. Yeah. Tell me about the Tower. Y'all know I don't like to leave you on a tower here. Tell me about the energy in the Tower, please. There's some big changes. I feel like it's going to be changes that you are thinking about this week because of the Ace of Swords. I think with the 6 and the 1 is 7, I think that you're thinking about being honest or truthful with yourself and how your relationships are going. I think that's what's bringing on the transformation or the change. You've realized that there needs to be a change here somewhere. We've got the 3 of Pentacles, we've got the 3 of Cups, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so it's a really big realization about what you really want in a relationship, I feel. It feels like there is a relationship, or it's a 3 of Pentacles thing, right? You know me, if you hang around long enough, that me as a reader, I don't see Pentacles as love. I see them as, just a partnership. We go out and we have coffee, we get together with friends, and, there is something that's already been built here. And I feel like that's where your heart is going, the King of Cups, right? I think that's where your love energy is. I feel like you're either, for some of you, you're going to be invited to some type of social event with a group of people that you know, possibly from work, it's Pentacles, right? Or people that you know in the 3D world. So maybe these are your soul tribe, right? These people that you've grown up with, possibly. The Three of Cups is telling me there is some type of celebration, and it's going to lead to the Ace of Pentacles. It's going to lead to a brand new beginning that is quite lucrative. And it's the Tower that falls, I believe. It's almost as if the Tower is pushing everything out of the way so it can make room for you to find this Ace of Pentacles here. We have the Seven of Cups. Feeling overwhelmed and single, I think, is where you're at right now. I think you've been thinking about maybe possibly changing that. Yeah, I think you want to come out of hermit mode here. And a lot of people are. I mean, a lot of people, especially if you're in a part of the world that gets snow, you're going to hermit over the winter. But I think that I'm getting that card a lot, that card combination I see a lot, because I feel like a lot of people are coming out of hiding, right? It's the spring. Aries, that was a neat reading. Thank you so much for your energy. All right, Taurus, here we are, my bull gang. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I appreciate you already. And if you're interested in that private read, please look below in the description. All right. I just got the Wheel of Fortune in my head, by the way. I was just about to say, how's Jupiter treating you, Taurus? Because Jupiter moved into your sign on the 16th of May, and it's going to be there for a year. I am a Taurus sun. Shit's going weird. Like weird good for me right now. One thing after the other, and I'm just not used to it. I'm a bit of Chicken Little syndrome. I'm just going to say, Taurus, a little bit of Chicken Little syndrome. I'm always waiting for the sky to fall. So things are good right now, and I'm not going to do the impending joy thing. I'm going to just try and go with the flow. You should too, Taurus. Go with the flow. Here's your reading for this week. Sneak peek for this week, Taurus. What is coming up in the Taurus Collective this week, please? What's that? All right, so we have the Four of Cups. You're bored. You're bored in your emotional energy. It's like Groundhog Day. What do I do from here? I need a party or a social gathering. I just feel like she's kind of bored with it, right? She's not even really looking over, the texts or the emails that are coming in. I think like somebody here, whether you're feminine or masculine, I feel like people are inviting you places. Maybe you're turning them down. You're just not interested. Like it feels like an apathetic kind of energy. I just don't really care what's going on out there. I think you need socialization, though, because the Three of Cups is that to me, and it's over here. Yeah. Tell me more about the Four of Cups, please, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. So I'm just going to say I just did Aries reading, and the King of Cups showed up there. So if you are the Queen of Cups or the King of Cups, you might want to look at that reading. All right. So the Queen of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Cups, it's all cups, man. Everything's coming up, Taurus. Yeah. Everything is flowing to you, Taurus. Everything is in motion. That's what it feels like. Everything that is supposed to be in motion is in motion. You are waiting for it, though. I feel like you are waiting for someone, some of you. I'm only saying this because she's looking into the past here in the reading. Looking that way, right? So I feel like for some of you, you're wondering where this person is that you had offered your cup to. And for some of you, maybe you are the one that received the cup and didn't reply. But I feel as though for what I'm feeling is the general energy, the strongest energy is that somebody here really needs to get out of the house. I think that you do need to get out of the house. I think you need to go see friends, get social, even if you go to a movie by yourself or a restaurant, just where there's other humans. Do you know what I mean? We do connect with each other in our energies. Go to a happy place. So the Queen of Cups, it feels like for some of you, you're looking into the past at some type of emotional connection. I think you have an energetic or psychic connection with someone from your past. And so some of you are wondering where that person is, the person that you had offered the cup to, the one that maybe didn't say anything. It feels like you're going off into the future and things are looking beautiful for you here. Nine of Cups is in the future. I feel like you don't know that. You can't see it because your back is to it, looking into the past. So for those of you who want something new, turn around. It's there. It's there. The Nine of Cups is coming in the very near future here, Taurus. All right. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups and the Four of Cups. You could be the Queen of Cups. You could be someone who does have water in your chart, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. There's a lot of heart space energy here, Taurus. It's all about what's going on in the heart space for you this week. Yeah, I feel, ooh, okay, all right. So, Taurus, I think that you feel that your wish fulfillment is with the Emperor. Whoever that is to you. The Emperor, in terms of tarot, is the Aries. But understand that the Emperor is also all of the kings. And so he carries that energy as well. I always see the Emperor, as, you know, the culmination of all the king's energy and knowledge. That means this person has wisdom. They're the person who's agreed to be at the front of the line, come what may. Yeah, this person is a protector. They're very strategic. This is someone who you shouldn't play with. This person's not playing with you. This person is the ram, right? Yeah. I feel like there is, Taurus, either some communication coming with the Emperor. We're going to talk about feelings. I'm just saying. How can we not with all these cups, Taurus? I feel like you have big feels for the Emperor. And I feel like the Emperor is looking for the wish fulfillment of his life, his or her life, right? Just understand that we see a man on the card, but we're not speaking about body parts here. We're talking about energies. That man's body could have feminine energy, masculine energy. It can lean masculine, lean feminine, right? The Emperor, for me, as I'm feeling it right now, is masculine leaning, if you're interested in knowing that. And we have some softer energy here, right? Some more feminine energy, who I think is the Queen of Cups. So I think for some of you, you are the Emperor. You're the one who's taking charge of the conversation. I'm going to say unless you're the Empress, because the Empress does not chase. And so if you are the Empress and you have those lessons, then you know what you're to do from here in order to attract the Emperor, right? But either way, I think there's some communication going on, and it's going to be talk about feelings. And I think the Emperor is as bored with the dating scene as you are. I'm just saying, it's horrifying out there. Y'all, if you're in a happy relationship watching this, then good for you, because it's hellish out there. So we have the Chariot. So things are going to start moving pretty quick. What I want to say about the Emperor, Taurus, is don't be surprised if this person shows up and is not really all that emotionally available, or I think they are emotionally available, if I'm going to be honest, because the Nine of Cups is here, but you know, all this heart energy, heart space energy, I think they're emotionally available. But what I want to say is that this person is someone who's not going to show it on the surface, right? Because the king, or the Emperor, is also the King of Cups, who is Scorpio, who is very stoic on the surface, is a fixed sign, and doesn't move very quickly. So the Cancer energy being here tells me that we're keeping our feelings under the surface. It feels like things are about to move quicker for you, that you are going to get this communication quicker than you think, Taurus. Look, y'all, I'm a Taurus sun. I got this communication this morning and it shook my shoes. I'm telling you that there are some things coming in for you, and they're coming in quicker than you think. Got the Five of Cups. Yeah, it gives me the feeling, the Four and the Five of Cups here give me the feeling that you're thinking about someone or a situation from the past, something that you wished would have worked out. Maybe it went too quickly. Maybe that's why it didn't work out. I think that, you know, I'm looking at her with the cup behind her there. So there is, the Ace of Cups is behind her there, but she's not paying attention. It's like she's really focused on what she's lost, right? I say she because there's a woman on the card, but, you know, could be feminine or masculine energy. I think that for some of you, you have a wish and a hope that the person from the past is coming to see you. For others of you, I think that you're sad that it hasn't worked out up to here. Like, I don't like when readers call the Five of Cups spilt milk, because this is emotion, right? It's more like Yeah, it's a sadness of the emotions or a sadness of the heart. I wished it would have worked out, but it didn't. And I think it didn't work out for Taurus between you because I feel like this Chariot here, it feels like everything moved really quick, and it almost feels like it moved too quick. We didn't get a chance to get our feelings to the surface. Cancer usually under the surface, right? Just listening, sorry. I think this communication is coming at you quickly, is what I want to say. There we go. Look, I can't write that shit. Look at it. Look at it. The Empress is there, right, with the Emperor, right? There is going to be a conversation. I really believe that the Emperor is the one that's going to communicate first, now that I'm looking at this, because I feel like the Chariot is here. And the Chariot, I feel like this person could live at a distance from you. They might have to use their car to get to you. But I really do feel like the Emperor has had some sort of an impression laid upon him. Like I'm looking at the Enlightenment, right? It looks like there's sun coming in the window. I feel like the Emperor's been enlightened. There has to be a conversation. The Empress is here, Taurus and Libra. I feel like it's you that is kind of sad that this thing didn't work out, but maybe it's for the best, right? That's what you're thinking. Maybe it's for the best. Look, it brought you to here, Taurus, right? It brought you to here. You are the Empress. You didn't start there. I mean, you built yourself to there. Some pretty badassery right there. We have the Devil. What's the fear? It feels like fear to me. What is that? Interesting. I think that you're worried, Taurus, that if this person comes back into your life, they're going to pull you off the path you've set for yourself, because you're the Empress, which means you're birthing things, creating things. You are on a path of enlightenment, right? You're connected to your source. And I feel like that you feel that this will pull you off your path. It's coming at you, Taurus. Why? Because the Empress has her back to it. That's why. Because you stopped looking at it, stopped thinking about it, stopped looking at them on the internet, stopped watching tarot about them. I think because you decided to stop that. I feel like it's time for something really beautiful to come towards you. Now that could be money, for sure. Sorry, just listening, Charlie. You know what I think also for some of you, that maybe you're fearful of a long-term relationship because you don't want it to be codependent. You don't want to have to rely on anyone. You're probably someone who's been let down over and over and over again, and you don't have to rely on anyone. You don't want to be played like a puppet again. Well, guess who's in that same energy, right? The Emperor's in that same energy. I don't want to be played. I'm looking for my 9 of Cups. I'm not playing around anymore. Yeah, I think it really is. It is a fear for you. I think that if you should get into a long-term relationship, it's going to pull you off the path. And that's what I'm getting from the Devil energy, that, you know, that this whomever, and it might be because of past energies you've dealt with, but it feels like you get on a really good path right here. And then it feels like the Devil comes in and starts tempting you. It's a temptation to be pulled off the path. And it's a temptation to spend more money. It feels like it's that kind of temptation. So it feels like with the 9 of Pentacles here that you feel far more comfortable in the individual energy and having your abundance, right? Without having a relationship. Look, I'm just going to say the Wheel of Fortune is here, and that's change, and that's major arcana. You don't have a choice in whether that's coming at you or not, but it is coming at you. For sure. So the Wheel of Fortune, of course, is the planet of Jupiter, Taurus. Yeah, Jupiter's in Taurus right now. All things are going your way. It's true. I know you don't believe it, but it's true. And I want you to just really release yourself to that, right? Receive it. Receive the Wheel of Fortune, because things are coming for you in the future that are very fortunate, Taurus, and they're supposed to. Yeah. Tell me about the conversation. This Emperor is going to tell you that they have been fearful about communicating with you. because of the Page of Pentacles. This person knows that you have already had something built with them. And I think that they've been manifesting a new beginning with you, but are fearful of coming forward and having this conversation because they haven't yet made the decision about whether they're coming forward again. So I said yuck because I know you guys don't like to hear about the people from the past, but really for some of you, it's going to be about the big decision you have to make when this Emperor comes forward. And for others of you, it is that this person is coming forward again. But what I want to say to you is the last time you saw this person, y'all were not on the same vibrational length. I don't know who is up, who is down, but I feel like they weren't an emperor and you weren't an empress. That tells me some time has passed by and we've been learning lessons here. And the Hermit. Why the Hermit? Because of the 5 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. This person wants something with you that's committed. They want a commitment. They want you to either move in or they want stability with you, but they don't know if you're dating other people. Yeah. They've been quiet about how they feel about you and wanting to have this new beginning with you, wanting to resurrect something. But the two of Swords is in the upright. The decision hasn't been made. It hasn't been made yet. But the Emperor, I believe it could be this week. There we go. It's the end of the overthinking. Yeah, it feels like you're letting go of the situation. And because you're letting go of the situation, I feel like the universe is saying it's destiny now. It's time for things to move forward. You need to stop looking back into the past and understand that there is like great fortune and happiness coming for you, Taurus. All right. Thank you, Taurus. Gemini, here we are. Happy birthday, Gemini. It is Gemini season. We just crossed over, right? We just crossed over. And whenever I say we just crossed over, my very favorite movie comes up in my head. My very favorite movie of all time is Eat, Pray, Love. And at the end of that movie, it's a word that she learns in Italian and part of her world tours. It's a beautiful movie if you're interested in it. And at the end, he teaches her, or she learns a word throughout the movie, but doesn't understand the meaning until the end of it. And that word is attraversiamo. In Italian means let's cross over. Yeah, so we have crossed over from Taurus season to Gemini season. So let's take a look at the energy for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cross watchers, you're always welcome. This is your sneak peek for this week, Gemini. Tell us about Gemini. We had a card that just popped. All right. We've got the 3 of Pentacles that has fallen out here, or flipped over anyway. Tell me more about the 3 of Pentacles. It feels like you've got something here that is... The word that Charlie tells me right now is cordial. I don't know why that is. Tell me more about this cordial. Now that you're healed, maybe you're more cordial. Okay. This is what we've got going down here. We've got the 3 of Wands. Got the Strength card. The windows are open, my friends. So if you hear street noise, that's why. You might even hear some sirens. All right, so we have the 4 of Swords next to the 3 of Pentacles, next to the 3 of Wands. It feels like you're being told to be a little more social here. I think what is coming, what you're expecting, I think, which you're hoping that the ships are that are coming in, is probably some type of gathering, 3 of Pentacles, with like-minded people, people that you know that are on your team, you're on their team. It could be a group from work, but we're dealing in Pentacles, so maybe you're having them to your home or they're having you to their home. But I feel like you're hopeful that in this 3 of Pentacles, in this partnership somewhere, that you are going to receive some sort of romantic gesture, or maybe you're ready to give the romantic gesture. I think that you have been trying to be courageous enough to do that. It feels like you've been healing, and I think what you've been healing is your maybe previous, I want to say, inability to to tame your own demons. I feel like learning this in healing has made you quite strong. And that's the beautiful gift of the universe coming in and giving you strengths for learning the lessons. I think you have been healing. I also feel like this group of people sees you as that, sees you as someone who's very strong, who's really been healing or try to heal. I want to say that there is going to be some communication or conversation about things that are of a romantic nature. And I feel like you want to have this conversation, or you're waiting for this conversation to come for you. It's almost like you feel it coming, right? The Knight of Cups is here, very vibrational, very much about feelings. You can see this horse is all the way up to its neck in water, right? It feels like, it feels like somebody or some energy is what you're waiting for. You're waiting for communication about something romantic. I want to say that there is a message coming because the Knight of Swords is here, right? So I feel like your hunch is right. If you think that something is coming toward you here, or someone, I've got the King of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Someone is about to be really honest with you about why they've been waiting to speak with you. This king, all he wants is transparency, wants to speak honestly, right? Is the person making the decision for the best of everyone involved. Seven of Pentacles tells me that this person's been waiting for communication or waiting to speak with someone. We've got the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Okay. All right then. Ace of Cups is the love, right? Sorry about that. Get some water. So the Ace of Cups is the love, right? Yeah, and it's the same one that's in this here, this picture of the Knight of Cups. Sorry about that little break. Just needed a glass of water to stop the coughing. Okay. So, like I said, I feel like this communication is coming in quicker than you think it is. I feel like it's romantic communication, and I feel like you've been waiting for it, for sure. All right, let's talk about the Knight of Swords, please. What you should know about the Knight of Swords is that although very brave and intelligent, that this person's not very well prepared. And they can seem a little scattered. You might not get all the details. I feel like there is, the communication might be tough. Yeah. And then we pull the Page of Swords. And so to me, the Page of Swords is someone who is younger, right? And someone who is learning. And I think that there could be an age difference here. Doesn't need to be, but there could be an age difference here. Either way, it almost feels like somebody has some information to share. They're bringing forward whatever they dug up as knowledge. It feels like somebody has come to the knowledge of something and they want to share it with you, Gemini. This person has recently become single, Gemini. This person has recently become single and they are looking for a soulmate. I feel like you've known this person for a while. They might be in your friendship squad or however they're related to you in the Three of Pentacles. I feel like the relation here is not family. It feels friendly. It feels like you're in my group or in my tribe. And it feels as though the communication that's coming in is someone has dug up information that they want to share. I think that we're talking either maybe somebody here is newly single, but somebody is in an individual energy and feeling very powerful, feeling like they can do anything, feeling like they can make any money, they can run a business, they're standing in their power, taking care of themselves, looking really good. This person is really on point. I feel like this person is somebody, the one coming in with the message, that feels like you are the soulmate. They have a lot of attraction for you. And they see you, I feel, as somebody who juggles a lot. I think they hope or wish that you're done with the juggling, is what I want to say. So if you're the person who has all the balls in the air, the person who's trying to juggle it all, like the 3D world, right? Maybe you're a single parent and you have soccer and all those things, ballet, and, plus you work a full-time job and you're holding it all down. It could be a very busy time. What I want to say is that I think that this person is coming in to speak with you because they want to know if you're dating anyone. They want to know if you have passionate feelings, if you're juggling any people. And if you are juggling people, they're going to ask you to stop. This person is coming with swords. Like they're not playing. They're coming with swords, and they're going to be very honest, right? We saw the King of Swords. They're going to be very honest about how they feel about you, Gemini. I think it's good you've been in healing, trying to get strong, because I think there's a communication coming up. It's going to make you a little bit uncomfortable because you're the cerebral one. And it doesn't feel like, except for the Six of Cups, it doesn't, well, I guess we do have romance here, but it feels like it's been mostly, or it's going to be mostly swords, is what I want to say. It's about thoughts. It's about communication. I got to talk to you. This is what I want to say. New information has come to light about feelings or about romantic feelings. Maybe someone has become single and wants to let you know because they think you are the soulmate. They just don't know if you're single, though. Tell me about this communication, please, for Gemini. Woo! Wow. Whoa, whoa, wow. So we've got the Devil energy, we've got the Fool, and we've got the Moon. That's very interesting. I want to say that you've been fearing this conversation and that it is coming. And although you can't see it, I think you can feel it, is what I want to say. You might have some type of vibrational energy, maybe Sagittarius or Taurus or some sort of water sign. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer in your chart, possibly. You could also be dealing with Capricorn or Aries. You could be dealing with Cancer or Pisces. What else do we have here? Leo. Yeah, I feel like you want to be seen by this person. So what I'm going to say is you're not expecting the communication. Ooh, wow, I can't play that stuff, right? It's written there. It blows my mind when it kind of just flows like this. It feels like what you don't see is a new beginning in love coming here. What you don't see is that somebody who is attached to you or feels like they have an attachment to you in some way is coming forward. And I say attachment because not only because I'm seeing the Devil here, but also because we've got the soulmate couple here, right? So you could be dealing with someone who is or does have in their chart Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer energy. So what you don't see coming is the soulmate. The soulmate's over here. You don't see the soulmate coming. Things are not as they appear on the surface right now, is what I want to say to you, Gemini. And there is a new beginning coming. I think it's going to freak you out. Because the Devil's here. The Devil to me lends doubt. It lends, oh God, here comes that conversation, the Eight of Swords. That's what it lends, that energy. Oh, we're going to have to talk about the feelings now. It feels like somebody's coming and they're going to, they have had an ending, and that's why they're single. Or is it Nine of Pentacles? They've had an ending. This person is someone who keeps getting hurt over and over and over again, but they got Two Cups for you. They want you to make a decision about whether you want them or not. Are you ready to start with the Ace of Cups? Because I think that's what's coming at you. The Ace of Cups. Could be dealing with the fixed signs, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo. All right. What else are we doing here? Okay. There we go. All right, Cancer, this is you. Thank you, Cancer, for clicking here. Thank you for your attention on my last video. I do appreciate your comments and your thumbs up. Thank you so much. Still want to see more of you in the comments. I saw hundreds of clicks and a few likes. And yeah, I only got maybe 3 comments. So I want to see you guys in the comments. You got to communicate with me, okay? Try and do that. We're trying to bulk up this Cancer tribe. So here we go for this sneak peek for this week. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Here we go. Cancer. It's coming up for Cancer this week, please. It's coming up for Cancer this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cross watchers, you're always welcome. We have the Two Wands. Somebody's making a decision this week. It is you. Cancer, you are making a decision. What is the decision you're... it feels like a decision that you've already made, I want to say. With this particular deck, I see like the one wand. He's very focused on the direction. So I feel like you have made a passionate decision. I've got the Knight of Swords, and now you want to talk about it. An interesting thing is that this prince, this knight, is moving to the past, it feels like, but is looking at the Two of Wands. Yeah, you can see that there. Feels like we're, oh, no, sorry, the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is looking at the Ace of Swords. I thought he was faced the other way until I look really close. The Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords and the Two of Wands. There is some type of communication. Words are coming. I want to say that the words are probably coming from the past. Could be for some of you. Just saying. Sorry to have to say it, but I can't ignore what's on the cards. This Knight of Swords is looking at the past energy here. We've got the Three of Swords. Disappointment. I feel like you're turning your back on the disappointment. You don't want to be disappointed or heartbroken anymore. I feel like you're taking another path. I don't think you're ready to make the decision. I want to say the decision's made, because when I look at this card here, it looks like this person is really focused on the direction of this other wand. But they are kind of still holding on to this wand back here. So it feels like a passionate decision is to be made after some type of quick moving energy. I say, with the question mark at the end. Let's take a look here. Let's talk about the Knight of Swords and the Two of Wands. It's like a decision to say something. The Chariot. It's a decision to say something to someone you may be at a distance from. Could also be making a decision to have words with or speak with somebody who is a Cancer, somebody who has very different opinions than you. But I want to say that this person is quite balanced in the way that they share their information or their opinion. It also feels like there is a victory coming here. I think that the words or whatever communication is coming with the Page of Swords, or sorry, the Knight of Swords here, I think that there is some communication that's coming here. I feel like you are making some type of decision, Cancer. Cancer energy here with the Chariot. You're making some type of decision to move, to have some movement, to move or go somewhere, or maybe you want to see someone that lives at a distance. I feel like you want to talk to someone, for some of you, who lives at a distance, and you're making that decision this week. I feel like that's at the top of your mind. We have the Princess of Cups. The princes are knights and the princesses are the pages. So we have the Three of Swords and the Page of Cups. It feels like I want to say that you're kind of surprised that this is bothering you. That's what I want to say. It's like you are trying to make a passionate decision to go down another path. I think that you have words for somebody and that you want to travel to see them. I think that you want to surprise them. Be careful of the surprise. Unless you do it in a discreet way. Throw something in the mailbox, or do you know what I mean? Not a lot of people in 2023 are into the surprise. Maybe a few. Can't be all of you, right? Page of Cups is, I feel like you have affection for someone. I feel like you want to move forward to someone because you feel something in the heart space for them. And I think the connection feels good to you. It feels nourishing. It feels kind. But this is something it feels like it never got off the ground, is what I want to say. It feels like something that maybe you have feelings for someone and you didn't reveal those feelings because we have Cancer energy in the Chariot. I think you want to reveal those feelings now. We've got the Princess of Swords. The Princess, of course, as I just said, is the Page. So now we have the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. We could have an age difference here, possibly. The Page of Swords and the Page of Cups both faced into the past. This is definitely someone that you already know. Whether you dated them or not, you might have some affections that you did not show on the surface. For some of you, you are still going through some type of disappointment or disappointment in love. It's like every time I speak up and tell my feelings, I get my heart broken. Windows open, by the way, if you hear the road noise. And we have the Two of Wands. So it almost feels like you want to make a decision to speak up, speak to someone that you've been watching. Possibly you've been watching them online. I think you would rather speak with them, but I don't think you're ready to do that yet. I think you're getting ready to do it with the Chariot here, and I think it's going to be victorious. So if you're someone who is ready to share your heart energy with someone, I feel that the Three of Swords is like attached to the Two of Cups. It's like every time I show my feelings at any point, I get my heart broken. That's what that feels like to me. We have the Nine of Pentacles. This has shown itself here, has popped out in the deck here, face up. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. The Prince or the Page of Swords. Communication is coming in. The Page has been dispatched. So communication about feelings. Communication about feelings. You might be in an individual energy at this time, and you may have liberated yourself out of some type of situation, whether it's, related to love or not. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but it could also be a thought pattern because we're looking at swords. So you may have made some type of decision, two swords are pointing up, about your singlehood. Tell me about that. It feels like you've had a realization or come to some knowledge about the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is not just about being single. It is about being single and being comfortable with being single, being in your own power, being okay with being alone, and not being lonely, but really enjoying your own company. This person works a lot. Someone who is trying to build to the 10 Pentacles. Five of Cups. Okay, so there's some regret and sadness about something that happened in the past. It feels like I don't think you didn't see the Two Cups. I think you couldn't receive the Two Cups is what I want to say, Cancer. You couldn't receive the Two Cups, and that's why they're behind you. Because you can't see it. You can't receive it. You're focused on what you've lost. You're someone who... the good old days, right? Possibly. For some of you, you could be mourning the good old days. The Three Cups are poured out, right? Three Cups is celebration, fun, partying, being with other people, being around other people. It feels as though you are thinking about, do I want to be single? Do I want to liberate myself out of the Nine of Pentacles? It almost feels like it's a decision that's being made. Two swords on the cards here. Swords, when they're pointing up for me, the decision is made. We've got the Five Pentacles. Okay, so the thing is that you have been in disconnect with the person that you are planning to either a surprise visit with the Page of Cups and the Chariot. This person is someone that you regret cutting yourself off from. or you regret that they cut themselves off from you. Whatever way it works for you, it's your reading, right? It's your perception, not mine. I'm just here to lay the cards for you, Cancer. That's all. We've got the Judgment card. That tells me you're about to make a super big decision about the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. I think that you're tired of living in lack and you want to liberate yourself from these feelings of lack. The Judgment card also tells me that there is possibly someone that you want to revisit a situation with, right? It is about a resurrection possibly, or a reconciliation. It won't be for all of you. For some of you, I feel like it is a decision, a really big decision, a life-changing decision to deal with the Five Pentacles, to deal with the Five Cups, to finally deal with the sadness you've been feeling from the past, and to look at why we're disconnected here. I feel like you want another chance. We have the Three of Pentacles. This is someone you've already grown something with. You are friendly or familiar with this person. They might be in a friend group. I do see the Three of Pentacles as more than two people, right? So it could be, yeah, it does feel like a group of people or a few people who are on your side and you're on their side, right? You're on your team, they're on your team. You guys might talk about work. I think they're people that you connect to in the 3D. And I think that with the Judgment card here, that you want to resurrect something with someone you had a partnership with already. So someone you're used to having coffee with, talking to across the table at dinner, that kind of thing. I feel like you want to resurrect this. I think it grew to the Three Pentacles, and then we went to the Four and the Five, and now we're disconnected. Tell me about the Three Pentacles, please, for Cancer. Six of Cups, there we go. There it is. Pow, right? It feels like it's someone you already know, someone you have history with, someone that's already in your wheelhouse, somebody that's already in your life, someone who is in the vortex of your life. So whether it is someone that you left behind or someone who you've been thinking about sharing your feelings with, whatever that is, I think that this person is someone that you already know. So we've got the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. You're moving forward to speak to someone. Just threw a card on the floor. Give me a second here. Oh, there it is. Of course, it always has to fall in the worst spot, right? It was a bunch of them, actually. Okay, so we ask, what about the Knight of Swords and the Chariot? It feels like this is something that's really been gnawing at you, is what I want to say. That it's not like you have a choice. It feels like the universe is here pushing you in that direction. It's time for you to get some victory. It's time for you to move ahead. It's time for you to move forward and get some victory here. So we have the 9 swords and the one that is in the hand of the Knight, and we are at the end of a cycle. So I feel like what you have decided to end a cycle of silence here. We have the King of Cups and we have the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, you're thinking about beginning anew. I think that this has been sort of sleep interrupting. It might be something that you're thinking about a lot. And maybe if it's not interrupting your sleep, you're kind of looking too far into the future and it's making you nervous, and looking too far into the past, something you can't correct, is kind of terrorizing you. Yeah, that's what it feels like. The Page of Pentacles and the King of Cups tells me that you are ready for a new beginning, that you're ready to materialize something here, but it still worries you. It's still worrying you, and I think it's the energy from that Three of Swords. I think that you have had your heart broken. Either maybe this person broke your heart or you broke theirs, or there's some disappointment here. We've got the Two of Cups. Yeah, there is already feelings here. We've already grown some feelings to the Three Pentacles, I think, after the Three Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles and we have the Moon. So it feels like if you open up conversation with this person and stop worrying about it, I feel that you get what you want. I feel like the Page of Pentacles is here. I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is here, and the Moon is here as well. And the Seven of Pentacles is here now. So it feels like you've been waiting for a clearer vision about what to do next. The Knight of Pentacles is, it's taken a really long time for me to become emotionally available, but I feel like I'm ready to do it. Cancer, I think that you're ready to breach the surface here, and it's not often that I see this in a reading with you, Cancer. You're ready to show your feelings and breach the surface. I feel like the moon energy is here because things are not as they seem. It feels as though you think that you have to wait, but the Magician is here. So be careful of, it's like, it feels like you've waited a long time because you don't want to be manipulated into any sort of situation. We now have the High Priestess and the Two of Swords. So it feels like you're about to make you're about to make a decision about communication here. We've got the Four of Wands. This person is someone that you're interested in having some type of stability with, or maybe asking them to move in, or maybe, something like that, some sort of commitment of some kind. We have the Five of Wands, but you're in indecision. Yep, Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck is the future energy for me. You are in indecision at this time. Beating yourself up about not saying anything up to here. All right. Where are we at for time? Gosh, I am just blah, blah, blahing today. It's going to be a big file. It's going to take a while to upload. All right, here we go. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. And cross watchers, you're always welcome. This is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It is for Leo. What is the sneak peek for Leo, please? Sneak peek for this week for Leo. Tell me more about Leo. So Leo, you want to talk. Yeah, it feels like you want to be clear. You want to be transparent and honest. It's been a long time since you've spoken outright, is what I want to say, Leo. It's been a long time since you decided, look, I got something to say, sit down and listen. I think you are someone who needs to be completely clear about what's going on here. And I think what's going on here is the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is looking at the King of Swords. I feel like you have some type of passionate message that's been taking a long time for you to muster, is what I want to say. You're still kind of unsure about it. Now, the good thing is we are looking at the page, right? Could be dealing with a soulmate. A soulmate that you think is all of it, the Nine of Cups. That's in the future energy for me. The Page of Wands, right? The pages are young. It almost feels as though, I think you're going to be impulsive with the communication. There is going to be communication because the King of Swords is the communicator and the Page of Wands is the messenger. So we have some type of passionate message that I feel you're thinking about sending. And it's been a long while since you probably have had communication with this person. Could be dealing with an Aries. Sorry, not an Aries. I want to say Aquarius is what I wanted to say. You could have Aquarius in the chart, or you could be dealing with an Aquarius. If you are an Aquarius, it does make more sense, or if you have Aquarius energy, it makes more sense about this King of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles is slow moving, slow to make a decision about sending that passionate message. But I think you're manifesting something that you feel terrible about. Now, I don't think you're manifesting the terrible thing. That's not what I'm trying to say. Sorry, those are poor choice of words. But what I think is, it feels like you've been thinking about a situation that has made you not feel the best. And I don't know if it was something that I think you've been hurt a lot. You've been disappointed in the heart space, in romantic situations. I feel as though, this guy here, I'm trying to look at his face. Yeah, he looks a little sad, scared or concerned, right? It feels as though this person is very focused on what they've lost. Yeah. Also, Three Cups could tell me that maybe you are the magician of serial dating, and maybe it doesn't feel good anymore. Yeah. I think that there is a time, I feel, that the Knight of Wands, the fun, the flirty, the, not really planning anything, being spontaneous. Let's not plan a date. Let's just get together, right? I feel like it's not your game anymore, is what I want to say. I feel like you're worth more than that. It's time for you to take the lead in your own life. The Magician is Aries. It's time for you to take the lead on the conversation or the clarity that you need. It's time for you to take the lead on closing the gap. The gap of time here. I think it's been, I feel like you have the tools that you need to bring whatever you've been thinking about in the 5D, bringing it to the 3D, as above, so below. I feel like whatever you've been thinking about, you're about to bring to a material place this week. There's going to be a conversation. The Ace of Swords, going to be a conversation. I think you're manifesting communication this week with someone, Leo. We have the Ace of Pentacles. It's in the reverse. You're still non-committal, though. It feels like I'm not really going to invest here, but I'm going to stick my toe in the water and find out what I can find out from this Ace of Swords here. The 10 of Pentacles is in the reverse. It feels like you feel as though you've missed out on something, or maybe you do miss having some type of long-term relationship. For those of you who are looking at this financially, though, I can't ignore that we've got, pentacles, the big hitters, pentacles that are in the reverse. So you could be having financial issues right now, and that might be what is stopping you from having a new start. It almost feels like there's a barrier. It's not like you don't want it, but I feel like it's a barrier. So we have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. And I feel like you're sad that it feels like you can't have a long-term relationship because there could be some type of imbalance in your finances. I think you're just sticking your toe in the water this week. You're going to communicate with somebody to find out where they're at in terms of you, to find out how they feel about you. I think you're waiting for money to come in. You may be waiting for some type of settlement to come in here. The lawyer is present. I do see the King of Swords as someone who is a lawyer, magistrate, judge. You could be waiting on some type of ship to come in here. The 3 of Wands has showed up, right? I think you're waiting for some type of pentacle energy, like if it's about a long-term relationship or if it's about money. I feel like you are going to get your answer this week. 3 of Pentacles. I think that, I feel like you're willing to reach out and give somebody movement here. The 3 of Pentacles is here with the 6 of Swords. And for me, it feels like we are taking the 3 of Pentacles and moving on. It's almost like we're picking up where we left off. Like it feels like the 3 of Pentacles is like you already created something in the 3D world, is what I want to say. So you already know this person, or you have a relationship with them where you work with them, they work with you. You might be friends, but you're familiar with them. And I feel like with the 6 of Swords here, 7 of Swords. So it almost feels like be honest or get out. Yeah, you need to be really honest with somebody. The 7 of Swords is here, and I don't necessarily see it as anybody who's lying, but I do feel like it's almost a concealing. It's like you're wanting to move on from something else possibly, and the 7 of Swords tells me that maybe either you're not telling anybody. Oh, it's somebody who offered you. Okay. Somebody offered you a cup. You didn't take the cup. You stood your ground. So you feel like you've missed out here. That's what it feels like. You feel like you've missed out on the long-term relationship. You, I think, are convincing yourself that you don't want to, or maybe you're just, this is no investment, right? I'm not getting up to do it. I'm not getting up to plant it. I'm not putting the hard work in. And it feels like you feel like you've missed out on the Ace of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles because they're both in the reverse. It feels like somebody offered you a cup, somebody offered you emotion, offered you relationship, or offered to get a little closer to you. 3 of Pentacles energy is under here, but I feel as though you probably ignored the cup or told the person you weren't interested. I feel like that may have been the illusion. I think the illusion is here is the 7 of Swords. I think you're scared to move forward. I don't know that you have a choice at this point when the Wheel of Fortune shows up. It's energy that's here for you. Jupiter is the planet of abundance. There's abundant change coming for you, but change nonetheless, Leo. And I don't think you like change because you're a fixed sign. So there is some change coming here. I feel like you are going to have some victories. Look at you. You could be carrying it all. You could be carrying all of it. Yeah. Possibly someone who, you know, you're fierce, you're out front, right? You are the leader and it feels like everything's on your shoulders, the whole empire. I think you're carrying it all, whether you're the person, the sole breadwinner and you're paying all the bills and holding it down with, you know, maybe you're a single parent and you're holding everything down by yourself. I want to tell you, things are about to get easier. But I think it does start with a decision to make the best decision for everyone involved. Tell me about the communication. You don't see it coming. The communication is going to lead to the Three of Cups. It may not look like that on the surface right now. Okay. Yeah, it may not look that way right now. Trust me, baby, this is love. I got that in another reading, and I don't know if it was your reading, Leo, or not. It might have been Scorpio, but anyways, you can go back and look at it. It's in the title. Trust me, baby, this is love. I think it might have been Aries. Anyways, so I think what you don't see right now on the surface is that this is love. That this is a very solid, down to earth, very patient and dependable love. I feel like there is a reunion that is going to happen here. I don't think you see the reunion. I think you're ready to dip your toe in the water, but things are on the surface. They're not what they seem, is what I want to tell you. Eight of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So it feels like you did walk away from someone who was single and available. And now it feels like you have regret for doing that. We have the Queen of Cups. We're going to talk about feelings this week. I think you're the one that's supposed to take charge in the future, though. You're the one who is driving the chariot. It's all about you. You are in the driver's seat. You're the driver. You're the leader. All right. Virgo, this is you. Thank you for clicking here. I do appreciate you. Thank you, Virgo. And if you're interested in a private read, please look below. You will find the yellow dot in the description below. That'll take you over to Vizio where you can book me. My email address is there too if you have any questions. I don't answer questions about pricing through email because you can just go on over to Vizio and see all that stuff. I do have lots of room over there if you're looking at a booking. All right. Here we go, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo, please. Sneak peek for this week for Virgo. Sneak peek for this week for Virgo. There are some ships coming in for you this week. Something is coming at you. What is this, please? Tell me about the Three of Wands. The Queen of Wands and the Fool. The Queen of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo in a general reading. The Three of Wands is waiting for those ships to come in, waiting for something to come that you've been waiting for a while. What I want to say is it could be a person, right? The Queen of Wands is a person, right? Someone who's very fiery, someone who really doesn't follow the rules, colors outside the lines. This person is an entrepreneur, someone who does their own thing the way they want to do it. They're not listening to you, Virgo, so that might aggravate your demons. Because, you know, as far as I know, all the Virgos I know are very much about, you know, you've perfected your way of life. You've gone over all of the details. You know what you like already. And then here comes chaos. I think that it's a good break for you, though, is what I want to say. But the Queen of Wands, for some of you, could also be the other woman, right? So, Virgo, you could be speaking to someone who is not a part of a relationship you're in, if you're in a relationship right now. We have the Fool. You're waiting for a new beginning to find you. I feel like, yeah, you're wanting passion and desire and to feel like the queen, whether you're masculine or feminine. I think that you are waiting for that. And should you find the new start, I think you're going to take it. I think you've been waiting for some type of new chapter to open for you. Tell me about the Queen of Wands and the Three of Wands, please. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, if you're a cross watcher, you're always welcome. Always, always. Page of Wands, Queens of Swords. Okay, so what I want to say, Virgo, is maybe you have somebody in the DMs. Is what I want to say. That you're being sent passionate messages from someone who is very attracted to you or someone you're very attracted to. So you might be speaking to someone already for some of you. But this week, I feel like what's happening here is the Queen of Swords. It feels like you're liberating yourself from something. You're liberating yourself from the Three of Wands, which is waiting. I'm no longer going to wait. I don't want to wait anymore. I want to liberate myself from waiting for this new beginning. It feels like this is a week that maybe you speak up. Yeah. Maybe you speak up about a new beginning. You've been waiting for the right time for some of you. That's what the Three of Wands is. You've been waiting for the right time to liberate yourself from this situation, whatever that situation is for you. Could be you're stuck in a house, a mortgage of a house you don't like. Absolutely. It could be a job. Could be a relationship, but we are looking at the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands. It feels like there is messages, passionate messages going on between you and somebody else, whether it's in the DMs or not. It does feel like it's rather quick moving energy though, being Wands, so it's probably electronic communication. Strength. You have to find the strength to have the new beginning and to liberate yourself from some type of situation. I want to say, because the Fool is Aries, that you do have to take charge of this. This person, if you're trying to get out of a relationship, or you are getting out of a relationship, or you're done and you need to liberate yourself, I feel like this person is going to try and stop you from having your new beginning. It's not going to be easy. I feel like you want to be seen, you want to be heard, you want to be strong. You're probably going to tell somebody about this person here. Flip flop it as it resonates, y'all. You could also have somebody in your life who is in the DMs with somebody and is about to liberate themselves from your situation. Take it as it resonates here. I've got the Strength card, which is Leo, so I feel like somebody wants to be seen, wants to be strong, and is trying to be as balanced as they can. Yeah, somebody's moving on. Virgo, I think you're moving on. I think up till now, you haven't been honest. We've got 6 swords and 1 is 7. Up till now, you haven't been honest. Yeah, whew, I just have to have a breath for a second. You're moving on. You're trying to find the courage to liberate yourself and move on here. This is really a deep time for you, Virgo. We keep coming up with these readings about you wanting to go, you trying to find the reason to go, or trying to find a reason to begin again. You do want to move forward and begin again. The Page of Pentacles is here. You don't care if you got to sleep on an airbed in an empty apartment. You want to be gone. I feel like you need to have this new beginning. The 9 of Cups in the reverse, because this is not your wish fulfillment. Yeah. Wherever you are right now, whatever you're feeling right now, this is not your wish fulfillment. Moving on to a new beginning, because the 9 of Moons, or the 9 of Cups, is in the reverse. That's why you're having this new beginning. Ten of Pentacles, that's the long-term relationship. 8 of Moons, you're walking away from it. 5 of Pentacles, or sorry, 5 of Cups. I feel like there is some regret and sadness for doing that, but I think that it's the best thing that you can do for yourself. If you expect to be financially stable, if you expect to be if you expect to be King Midas, if you expect the opportunities to continue flowing and continue to grow and be balanced, I really feel as though you need to disconnect from the situation. That's what it's saying here. The 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Moons. It's a disconnection from a long-term relationship, because the 9 of Cups is in the reverse. It's pretty plain and clear. The 5 of Cups is, I'm going to feel bad about it. Well, yeah, who doesn't? It feels like it's probably a long-term relationship. So it feels like, something's been built here already. Tell me about the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands, please. There we go. It's the Ace of Wands. Somebody, you're talking to somebody already, I think. You got someone in the DMs, or you're talking to someone already. You're trying to manifest a new beginning, a new passionate beginning, and possibly a new connection or a new commitment here. Yeah. The Hierophant is here. Could be dealing with the Taurus, could be dealing with Scorpio, could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be dealing with Leo. We have the Seven of Stars, which is the Seven of Pentacles. It feels like you're waiting, you're waiting for the end. Yeah. You're waiting for the end of this commitment. Could be a marriage, doesn't have to be. You're waiting, Seven of Pentacles, for the end of this commitment. You're the one that has to make the move, though, I think. It's in your gut. You know you got to do it. Six of Wands, you need the victory. You've been through a lot in this relationship. It's not been fun. It's been a hardship, and now you need some victory. Four of Cups is telling me you don't want to, but you gotta take, you don't want to take charge of this, but you have to. Four of Moons or Four of Cups tells me that you're in some energy that is really redundant. Like it's just nothing is moving here. I gotta move on because nothing's moving here. All right, Libra, this is you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for Libra. My beautiful, creative, smarty pantses. Painters, right? Some of you who have it in the sun probably are painters or creators of some sort of creative aspect of your life. We've got the Emperor, and we have the Queen of Cups. All right. Could be dealing with an Aries, could be dealing with Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Oh, okay. I feel like you're being released, or you're releasing yourself from some kind of controlling nature is what I want to say. So the Queen of Cups is here, and the Queen of Cups is a healer and the one who loves all, but can also be a mother. And the Emperor here, so it could be a controlling mother for some of you, but it feels as though you're releasing yourself from that. It feels like it almost looks to me like, yeah, the Queen has her back to the Emperor. So if this isn't a mother, this just could be someone that you have great feeling for. It could be sister. It feels like familial love to me. It doesn't feel like romantic love. It feels like someone who probably loves you a lot. Someone who you're very deeply connected to, because the Emperor is also the King of Cups. So you could be very emotionally or energetically connected to this person, whoever they are, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. I feel like you are releasing yourself from whatever this is here. You're releasing yourself from it, or the universe is, and it feels like you're about to take charge of your life, Libra. The Devil card is what we have here on the end here, and this is Capricorn energy. This is Aries energy. It does feel like a release of fear, a release of doubt of the self. I want to say that you're ready to be out front and take charge of some type of situation that has you... it almost feels as though you feel... It's like you need to be the Emperor in order to stand out front and do what you want, because you no longer want to be... It does feel like a controlling energy to me. You no longer want to be connected to that. There are some big decisions that need to be made here, though, because I feel like in releasing yourself and taking charge of everything, that there are some decisions that you have to make about your livelihood and, you know, about things in general, things that are of an emotional nature. I feel like you need some peace. I feel like you need to be alone with yourself and your thoughts, to think, to make a decision, to release yourself from this situation. We have the Two of Pentacles, which tells me that you now are taking charge of whatever is going on in your 3D life. So whatever it is that you need to juggle in order to be able to juggle, you're just trying to stay in balance, I think. I think this person that really loves you, the Queen of Cups, the one that's kind and healing, I think this person wants to help you. But I also feel as though the Emperor is here because you're trying to get control of your own life, it feels like. You're the one that's trying to take charge of whatever's going on in the 3D, taking charge of your thoughts, trying to make decisions. I think you want to make decisions alone. I feel like you want to make your own decisions that are the best for your life. I think you're releasing yourself from some type of block. I do see the Two of Swords as indecision, not really able to make a decision. I'm going to make it, but I'm not just doing that yet. But I feel like your block is being released. Knight of Wands. Just listening. I think there's a lot of things that you've been thinking about what you want to do. Oh, impulsive thoughts. Being released from impulsive thoughts. We have the Two of Pentacles here as well. It feels like releasing yourself from some type of impulsive thoughts. Maybe the blindfold's coming off, because it feels like in the release of this block that it's almost like your passions return. You start moving quicker. It feels like, yes, there are some impulsivity issues, but I feel like that you are only charging towards things that make you feel something, that make you feel passionate. We have the Page of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I think you surprise yourself. This situation has been disappointing or heartbreaking for you. I feel like with the Three Swords here, that there is something that you've been wanting to make a decision about for a really long time. The Page of Cups is here. It's almost like an apology of I'm sorry, but I really gotta be me. You might have fire in the chart, Moon or Rising. But it feels like I gotta be me. I gotta do what I want to do. The Princess is the Page, so it could be this notion or this release could come with a surprise conversation. Maybe one you weren't really willing to have just yet, but it feels like you are on a path that is surprisingly, you are speaking up now. I feel like you're being really honest and you don't give a shit who doesn't like it. I feel like it's almost like a liberation. I feel like, yeah, you're becoming stronger here. It feels like you are taming the inner beast. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. And it's been a long damn while since you've really felt like you could feel strong enough to say what was on your mind. Bravo to you. Look at that. We've got the Lovers here and the Five of Swords. So I think that you've been waiting a long time. You know what? I feel as though your life is changing. Yeah, there's a lot of changes that are going on here, and it's all based on the Strength card. You just want to be seen. You could also have Leo in the chart or be dealing with a Leo. You could also be dealing with Virgo. You could be dealing with Aries, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. I feel like you feel defeated in love. Yeah. That it's been a very long time maybe since you had a connection, a love connection. I feel like with the card of Gemini here with the Lovers, it feels like you feel defeated in like, where's mine? Yeah, it feels like you feel defeated in getting reciprocity as it is felt in the heart space. And Yeah, it's almost like you are standing on a point that you've been done wrong. I think that there is some sort of an aha moment or a realization that's coming to you that you must release yourself to the universe or have some sort of a surrender before you are able to call in all these other things. King of Cups is here. We have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. We could be talking, because of the Lovers, about some sort of a soulmate connection here that maybe you felt was too controlling in the past. Feel with the Six of Pentacles that you want to give somebody reciprocity. I feel like you come to that realization in this week ahead that you really do need to show your feelings. It's an aha moment. Yeah. You know where love is, and you're going to go get it, I think. You're standing on a point. You're not giving up. Yeah, you're not going to give up on it at all. You're going forward with your own plan. Good for you. All right, Scorpio, here we are. It is you. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. How are you, my beautiful psychic friends? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you so much. Cross watchers as well. All right, if you're interested in a private read, you know what to do. Look for the yellow dot in the description. You will see it down below. All right, let's take a look here, Scorpio. Oh, yeah, right. Being reminded to drink my water. Take a breath. All right. Here we go, Scorpio. What's coming up for you? This is your sneak peek for this week. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio, here we go. Thanks for the reminder. Drink my water. Scorpio. Thank you for your attention on my last video. I appreciate you so much. So much. Thanks for communicating with me in the comments as well. If that was you giving me the thumbs up, thank you so much. All right, Page of Pentacles is in the reverse, Scorpio. What's going on here? Not getting up to do it. Nothing's materializing. Not putting any effort in on it. It's a new beginning here. We have 7 cups. Okay. And the King of Cups. Interesting. Excuse me. Sorry if I sound a little stuffy. I do have allergies and the windows are open. All right. So we have the 7 of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. It feels like there is some sort of delay. Like there's a delay in something beginning new again, or there's a delay in materializing something. Could be a delay in some type of message that's coming to you regarding money, some type of a new beginning, or something that is going to be financially yours that is going to help you with a new beginning. But right now it's not materializing. And it feels like you're waiting. Yeah. Feels like you're waiting for it. Feeling overwhelmed about the Page of Pentacles being in the reverse. About not having movement. It's not going anywhere. There's the King of Cups here. The King of Cups is stoic on the surface. Somebody who really doesn't show their feelings on the surface. Very, very fixed energy. And of course, in a general reading, also Cancer and Pisces. But the King of Cups essentially is someone who really isn't showing all their cards. Yeah. They know better than to show all of their emotional cards. This is what emotional intelligence is, right? Somebody's not necessarily showing you all their feelings. They want to know what's going on. It's like this person is the observer. They're the observer of emotions. We have the bottom of the deck. It looks like there's been some type of transformation, or there will be some type of transformation. Since this is the energy that's at the bottom of the deck, it looks like there is going to be some type of communication, Scorpio. Transformational energy here. It feels like we are going to have death with the Page of Swords. Somebody's gonna break the silence. We're gonna stop watching and we're gonna start talking. It's time for the 3 of Cups, because we're in love. 2 of Cups. 2 more cups, but this is temperance, balanced love, healing love. Tell me what else is going on this week, please, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you hear some road noise or sirens, I got the windows open. It's a beautiful day here again today. Low 80s today, which is around about 25 degrees if you're in Celsius. All right. 8 Pentacles. We need to work on communicating better. If you do want to put the work in, if you do want that Page of Pentacles to end up in the upright, I feel like you got to work for it. And the way you're going to have to work for it is through words. I think there has to be a conversation about how you're feeling. I think you're feeling overwhelmed about the situation. I feel like you really want to work on love. I feel like you want to talk about working on love so you can turn this Page of Pentacles upright. There is something here, I believe, that is in the stages of partnership. Pentacle partnerships to me are things that are, received and given freely, but in a group of people who you have mutual respect for, or maybe that you've worked with, or has something to do with your money. This could also be people who are on your side watching you build your life from the sidelines. It feels like this is someone or people, maybe another someone. It feels like you want to work on speaking to someone you already have a partnership with. And the King of Cups is telling me that you have feelings. So you're feeling overwhelmed about the conversation because you don't think it's going to go anywhere. It feels like with the 8 of Pentacles that you really want to put the work in on this depth of love here. But right now it's a partnership, but you have all these feelings. And I think that you want to speak about those feelings. I think you're going to be forced to make some decisions as it pertains to the 7 of Cups. Feeling overwhelmed about what you're saying. I think you really got to ground yourself, get in the Pentacle energy before you see this person, whoever they are. We have the 10 of Wands. Somebody wants to drop the burdens. Drop the burdens of being lonely, being alone, being in this redundant energy. 6 of Wands is, I need some attention. Yeah, you need the attention, right? That's what the 6 of Wands is about. People looking at this person who is possibly easy on the eyes, but someone who is coming back from the fight, coming back from the war. This person's on their high horse, maybe a little bit of ego, but it feels like you need the victory. You need some attention. You're bored in the 4 of Cups. We've got the High Priestess. You have something in your gut. Listen to your intuition, it says. Somebody here that you walked away from or disconnected from is in their head about you. Somebody who's obsessively thinking about you. In hermit mode, you haven't heard from this person. There's no communication from this person. They've been working. They spend their time in Pentacles. So they might have a very busy life, but it feels like Virgo energy we have here. It feels like that there needs to be a conversation, but it feels like somebody's not making themselves available for the conversation. I feel like you are thinking about in the hermit mode, thinking about, or maybe someone's thinking about you. Take it as it resonates, but it feels like it ends with the Ace of Wands. We're going to get together and talk about our passions, and this is what you want. It is going to bring you justice, I feel. We have the 5 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. That's a good combination. It sure is. It's the end of the waiting is what it is. This is coming for you. It's the end of the waiting. Now, I don't know if you're reaching out to someone or they're reaching out to you. You can figure that out for yourself. But the King of Swords is here. Make no mistake that we're going to be talking about relationship or feelings. Yeah. Tell me what we want to say. 6 of Pentacles. I want to give you reciprocity. I want to heal with you. 4 of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. I want to give it all to you. You're really in love with somebody here, I think. Yeah, you want to invest. Page of Swords. You've been watching this person for a while, and I think you want to stop watching and you want to invest here. We have 5 Wands, but you're in indecision as you're in this week. You're very much in indecision, Scorpio, about what you want to do. Decision's always been yours. All right, Sagittarius, here we are. Thank you for coming here and clicking here. I appreciate you. If you're interested in a private read, please look below in the description. You will find the yellow dot that will take you over to Wizio. There's a link there you have to press in order to get over there. All my pricing is there. My email address is there as well if you have questions. I'm not going to give you pricing in email because it is all over on Wizio, but if you have any questions about my process, please email me. I always got room over there, and I do right now. It's starting to get full though. All right, here we go. Sagittarius, I am your Saggy sister. It is in my rising, thankfully so. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the sneak peek for this week for Sag. Woo! Look at that. Okie dokie. So I feel like this is the week. This is a week that things begin to change. I want to say that change is here, but I think that you're going to start to see change. It might be a little uncomfortable for you, but nonetheless, there is fortunate change. Things are moving in a fortunate direction. The thing is I feel like you've got your back to the wheel of fortune. I feel like you're very focused on the things that you've lost and that you don't really have your head up. You're not really looking at what's ahead. You are living in the past. And I think why you're living in the past is probably because of this. Yeah. This is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, but also Sagittarius, Aries because of the general reading. But we have the King of Wands in the reverse. I feel like you're still thinking about this thing that didn't go right. It feels like there's somebody here that possibly was somebody here who's been very much to themselves. This person has impulse issues. This person, just listening. This person is someone who is unaware, is what I want to say. This is not someone who's awake. This is someone who's unaware of their power. They don't see their own worth. And this person is someone I think that you can't get your mind off of. It might be because of the fiery energy. You're Sagittarius. If this is Leo, that's kablam, right? That's like, poof, just like mushroom cloud. kind of chemistry is what I mean. I feel like you can't stop thinking about this person, and I feel like it's like you can't see that the Wheel of Fortune is here because your back is to it. You're too busy lamenting over what you think you've lost. Look, if you're looking at this person in the past here, because this is about sadness in the past, and I feel like you're carrying it into the future. And if you're so focused on what you've lost, there's no way you're going to be able to benefit from this Wheel of Fortune. I mean, it's coming at you, but you have to recognize the situation is changing and you have to go with the flow. And if your back is to it and all you're thinking about the things that you lost that are in the past, I don't know. I think you need to be facing forward. I think that whatever was back here should stay back here, because I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is here saying that it's destiny that everything changes. Everything is going to change, and it's going to be fortunate change. It's the planet of Jupiter, right? Jupiter's in Taurus right now if you have a Taurus placement. But even though if you don't have a Taurus placement, please look up how the retrograde of Jupiter, not retrograde, but the placement of Jupiter right now in Taurus, check how that affects you as a Sagittarius. All right. I want to say that right now there's no passion. You don't feel any passion right now. And I think that you want to. I think that you're too focused on what you've lost. And so you can't really feel any passion if we're not looking at this being a person for you. The Judgment and the Five of Swords. Just listening. What I want to say is it feels like you have to make a big decision. Yeah. You have to make a big decision to turn around, Sag, and look at your fortune. Look at your good fortune. Stop worrying about what's back there. Stop worrying about what's in the future. Start living in the now. I think you're fighting yourself. You're fighting your happiness. And I think you need to make a decision to focus on what is good. This is a life-changing decision. This is a time of destiny. It's time to change your life. For others of you, this definitely could be someone who wants to have a second chance with you, or maybe you want to have a second chance because you feel badly about how this went down, or that you don't have any passion. It could very well be a hard conversation with somebody who wasn't acting, or somebody who was acting a fool, you know, that the person who, if this is a personal energy, that this person is somebody who maybe right fights with you, or maybe you right fight with them. Maybe you're someone who feels as though if this person doesn't hear you out, doesn't listen to you, doesn't do what you tell them to do, doesn't follow you, doesn't use the products you use, doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, it's like there's people like that out there, right? If you don't use the product they're using, they will terrorize you until they beat you into submission. That's what that feels like, the Five of Swords. But it feels like you're fighting the change here. You're fighting the change of either making this really big decision about how you're feeling about the current situation. You're making a really big decision about love. The Judgment card for me is Pisces and Virgo, and it feels as though it does not feel like a reconciliation to me. It feels like a really big decision, but what I want to say is the decision is forcing you to look at the self. The situation is forcing you to look at the self and your part that you played in your own sadness. At some point, Sag, you have to be accountable for the things that you've done that were not necessarily for your best growth. And I feel that's all the universe is asking of you, to take responsibility, be accountable. And I think that when you decide to do that and stop making all the excuses about why you're not further ahead, or why you feel like you're not further ahead, it feels like the Queen of Cups appears. It feels like love, depth of love, connection, deep connection, soul connection. It feels like it appears. That's the thing that's going to change, that's going to change your life. But you can't have this if you're living here. If you're very focused on the past, because really that's what it's about, crying over, you know, whatever's spilt out here, it's like this moment you're living in right now is not the end. It's not the only moment. It's not. Things get better from here. Things have to change. Why? Because the Wheel of Fortune is here, and they're changing in a fortunate way. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Transforming how you feel about, it's a lesson that's being learned here. You are learning how to transform your energy and make it work make it work for you. I feel like you're making the biggest decision you're making here is to transform some type of situation that you've been dreaming about. We have the Ace of Swords here. So there's conversation, communication that's going to happen here. What's the communication? It's about love. Are you my soulmate or are you not? So I feel like this is the week, probably, Sagittarius, that I want to say that you're kind of confronting somebody. I feel like you're confronting them about how they feel about you. Do you feel the same as me? Because I feel like you feel like me. That we have this great connection. We have to transform this energy here and use all the tools we have to have this conversation about whether or not we are going to be emotionally available for each other. It almost feels like, you've been talking to this person about it, but they've been here, right? They've been here, not really listening, doing their own thing, being impulsive, you know, like maybe they're just not someone you can count on right now. But I feel like this is the wrong way to go about it. The Five of Swords and the Queen of Cups is the wrong way to go about it. It's trying to beat somebody into submission until they believe what you believe, or right fighting with them about their feelings. I feel like this is going to transform. I feel like maybe, yeah, for some of you, the new beginning could be that you have a realization and a transformation of energy. And then that really does bring in whatever you've been manifesting, the conversation. Gosh, Charlie exhausts me. I'm just going to take a break and a breath here. I lose my tongue, right? I'm trying to keep up. So I feel like there's going to be a conversation about the deep feelings that you have for someone, or you want to know, are you my soulmate or are you not? And I think that two-edged sword there is ready to cut somebody out. I'm just saying. Are you giving me a commitment or are you not? Is this a loving commitment or is it not? Because I feel like you have very traditional ideas of what commitment is. And that might be following rules of society, or following rules and you expect someone to follow your rules, right? That's the traditionalist. That is the Taurus. You could be dealing with Taurus. You could be dealing with Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio as well. You could be dealing with Scorpio, which is here. We've got all the fixed signs, which also include, of course, Scorpio, but also includes Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. So I feel like with the Hierophant here, that you want to know if this person is going to commit to you. But the thing I want to say about the Hierophant is that, again, there's a bit of force. Like, you know, with the Hierophant, it's like tradition. We follow tradition. This is the way we've always done things. I'm not changing. I'm not veering away from the way that I believe or the things that I want in my life. And it almost, again, feels like a browbeat. That's what it feels like. A little bit of a browbeat. It's like, look, you're gonna commit to me and love me, or not, right? Or you're moving on. We're moving out of here. So I think it's the ultimatum. I think it's the week of the ultimatum here. I feel as though when you move on, you'll do it in silence. I feel like you just will either block this person or ghost them or just move on with your life and stop talking. I think you're just going to do it in silence. We've got the Page of Cups here. You'll do it quickly. Surprisingly, you will do it. What you want, I feel, is peace. Yeah, the peace that is in your gut. Your gut's going to tell you to move on. I feel like you're always going to have feelings for this person, Page of Cups, but I do feel like the Empress is going to do what's best for her, because that's what she does. That's what you get when you are that balanced, when you are grounded like Taurus and balanced like Libra, when you're full of love, Venusian energy. This is all Venus energy. You're doing it out of love, but I feel like you go silent on this person and you just stop talking, because that is such a rule to learn, right, Sag? When people stop listening, stop talking. And I don't think this person over here is listening. I think they have feelings for you, but I don't think they're listening. Tell me about the Five of Swords and this King of Wands in reverse. What I'm going to say is that when you decide to speak to this person about whatever way they feel, you are going to tell them, look, we're soulmates. You're sent to me. I've always known you've been sent to me. Page of Swords in the reverse and the World tells me that when you are honest with this person about how you feel that they are a soulmate and that you're very connected with them, I feel like this person doesn't believe it. I feel like they don't believe in soulmates. They don't believe in energetic connections. But, you know, it is it is ego that we're dealing in right now with the King of Wands in the reverse. What I want to say is, for some of you, when you raise your concerns and try and talk to this person, they're going to shut you out. Yep, it's going to be over. You're going to shut them out, or they're going to shut you out. Because the World is here, right? And it is a successful closing of a chapter where you get to learn your lesson. Yeah. You're giving this person a choice. Yep. You're giving them a choice. And I think it's snuggled up to the Five of Swords now for a reason. You're giving them a choice. Either you're in or you're out. Pick one. And it's almost like, look, I'm putting you on the spot right now. Do you love me or do you not? Because if you don't, I'm out. I'm going to end it. I'm going to start manifesting other things. We've got the King of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. I feel like I feel as though you want to give this person all of your attention, but I feel like you're not. I want to say that the Six of Pentacles is also conducive to giving to other people and not giving as much to somebody else. So Sag, you could be the person who's doing it, or maybe this person is doing it to you. This person who is probably a fixed sign, probably an earth sign. But I feel like you feel like this person is not giving you enough of their time, that you don't want to be lied to again. You want reciprocity. You want someone to pour into you like you pour into them, right? We're talking about the King and the Queen of Cups. If they are your soulmate, they will pour into you as you pour into them. If this is a soulmate connection here, Sag, this will not be hard. Sag, please listen. Soulmate connections, whatever that means to you, soulmate, twin flame, deep connection of some kind, if it is a good connection, it won't be a hard one. Yeah. I think you're going to work on it. You want to, because you want the long-term relationship. I feel like there's communication, and somebody is going to decide to invest in you. Yeah. Quickly. It's time to drop the burdens. So for some of you, it does work out. For others of you, I think it's the end. Take that as it resonates. All right. Capricorn, this is you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn. I'm just checking my time here. Gosh, it's a long one today. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thank you so much for clicking here. Cross watchers, you're always, always, always welcome. 3 always. And if you're interested in a private read, please look below in the description. You will find the yellow dot. That's all the information you need in order to be able to go to Wizio and book me over there. I do have a lot of space. I'm currently on schedule with my 10-day turnaround time. All right. Here we go. What's coming up for Scorpio? Or sorry, not Scorpio. Maybe you're dealing with Scorpio. But for Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn for this week. Sneak peek for this week for Capricorn, please. Moon energy. Things are not what they seem. Something you don't see here. Tell me more about the moon for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What doesn't Capricorn see? You don't see that there's love here. You don't see the Ace of Cups. Or it doesn't look that way to you. Interesting. My dear Empress, there you are. Taurus and Libra, of course, but I'm just thinking Capricorn, which is the Queen of Cups, which is the Queen of Pentacles, who is mimicking the Empress, right? So if you're not the Empress, you're mimicking the Empress. So what I want to say here with the Ace of Cups, the moon energy is really giving me weird vibes. It's giving me a vibe of things are not as they appear. Things aren't as they appear. You can't see everything. It's quite dark. The moon energy is Cancer and Pisces. It feels like you feel it, but you don't know that it's there. It's like you can't see it. There is a new beginning in love here and a new passionate beginning, but it's like you can't see it, or you can only feel it. Maybe you feel it coming, possibly Capricorn, because these are more about vibrations, about liquid vibrations, right? It's about yeah, it's like there's a new beginning coming here and you can't see it. There might be some type of resurrection or reconciliation coming with the 3 of Cups here as well. We have some sort of a celebration. Let's keep looking. Tell me more about Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Capricorn. Tell me about the Ace of Cups and the moon, please. Why doesn't Capricorn see this? Well, the 6 of Swords has popped out. You don't see this because you have decided to move on. You're moving away from the Ace of Cups, but you're moving into a place that you're unsure of. It's like you don't really know where you're going after this. Is there really anywhere to go after this? It's too dark. I can't see. 7 of Wands is in the reverse. feels like you want to communicate with somebody here. I'm looking at 8 Wands. 7 of Wands is in the reverse. It feels like you're feeling more flexible about communication, about the Ace of Wands. You don't see that this communication is coming, I believe. You are, I feel, moving on from the Ace of Cups. I don't know what that means. Let's keep moving here. We've got the Page of Cups that's in the reverse. It's unrequited love. It feels like there's no hope left here. Capricorn, I think that you're learning to be a little more flexible in your path, is what I want to say. The 7 of Wands is, to me, when it's in the upright, it's a bit of a block. It's like, I'm not moving from here. I'm just going to defend all my ideas. I'm always going to jump to my own defense. And if you don't like it, too bad. It's like somebody who's pushing other people away. I feel like that has changed within you. Maybe you don't feel it just now. I want to say that maybe you don't feel it just yet, that you're a little bit more flexible. But I think what you're doing here is you are moving on from being inflexible, not being very flexible. And it may not feel like that right now, but I feel like that's what's happening here. I also feel like you are losing hope over a situation that you feel that there is unrequited love. What I want to say is that the situation that you're in right now is not as it appears. And you can take that any way you want it. It's your reading. It's not as it appears. And that could be good or bad. We've got, fire and passion, passion and love here. But someone who's moving on from the Ace of Cups. You're moving on because there is unrequited love and you just feel like there's no hope here. You're done jumping to your own defense. You now want to communicate, but it doesn't feel like there is a way to communicate. You don't know if you can communicate. It feels like you're thinking about moving on from some type of love situation. The star in the reverse is like, I'm not really connected to you anymore. Like I don't really see you as the brightest spot of my day anymore. Well, that came out in the reverse, if we're being honest. The 9 of Swords, right, in the reverse. It's like you've come to a realization that you can't live in this heavy energy of the 9 of Swords anymore. Looking in the past, looking forward, looking in the past, looking forward. What you need to do is focus on you right now. 3D, that's you, right? Queen of Pentacles. Connected to the ground, feeling vibrational, being persistent, being dependable. I feel like that's who you really are, but it almost feels like in the moon energy is where you lost yourself. You stop defining who you are. You're no longer worried about the soulmate. You're no longer worried about the person who has been sent for you. It's like you're kind of over it. It's like, I need to be more flexible. I need to invite in more communication. I need to stop worrying about who my person is. 9 of Wands. Yeah, you've been hurt a lot in love. You are the wounded warrior as it pertains to feelings and emotions in the heart space. I feel like, you know what, and y'all, I hesitate only because it feels like the same message that I'm getting for you, which is the Lovers, the 9 of Wands, and the King of Cups. It's like the 9 of Wands is, I'm tired of getting hurt in this soulmate connection. I'm tired of getting hurt from my soulmate. I think you know that you're in a soulmate connection, but it's like I've said before, right? So what if they're a soulmate? So what? So what their label is soulmate? So what their label is twin flame? Are they functional? Are they someone who is not dealing with their trauma? It doesn't matter. The labels do not matter. What matters is the lessons. And if this person's not willing to take the lessons, or maybe you aren't, it's not going to work out. It feels like this. I feel like you're in love with somebody who is constantly hurting you. You're always behind the fear wall. This person looks to be the lover. You might be in a commitment with this person. This person's emotionally available for you, but I really feel like they play on words, is what I want to say. Gemini's here, the twins, right? Maybe one day they say you're the soulmate, the next day they say that you're not. It's like you can't win, no matter what you do. You're in a commitment here. You're in a love commitment of sorts here. It could be a marriage. It doesn't have to be, but the Hierophant is about tradition. So it feels like I'm talking about traditional roles in love. So feminine, masculine, whatever society says are those traditional roles. We've got the Seven of Cups in the reverse. It feels like you have decided, you've made a decision. You're no longer feeling overwhelmed, and you've made a decision about which cup you want. We have the Page of Swords, but you're not saying so. You've come across this information as knowledge, because the Page of Swords is the one who is watching, observant, who's digging for information, learning things. That's the student. Ah, yes. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Right. So you've chosen to be the student. Ah, I love it. It's beautiful. Capricorn, that's beautiful energy. You've decided to pick you. You've made the decision that it's time to pick you. The teacher's here. Tell me why you're moving away from the Ace of Cups, because I don't understand that energy. Tell me about that. Oh, it's Two of Cups. Okay. There's a Tower on the Two of Cups. Yeah, you don't know what's going on anymore. It feels like your hands were tied. You didn't know what to do. You were in this situation that you were in love. I feel with the Three Cups present here that maybe there was somebody who has got, someone else on the side. I don't usually see the Three Cups as that, but it feels like this Ace of Cups doesn't belong to you. That's why you're moving on from it. That there is love here, but the Tower is next to the Two of Cups. It's a removal of things. It's an upheaval and change. It's the illusion that's falling to the ground. It's like you were stuck here. You felt like you were stuck in a situation that you felt you couldn't get out of. You didn't know what to do. The Tower came to clear it all away for you. I feel like you decide to move on from love. And so that's the hardest thing, right? Because moving on from love means you still love this person, but you're going to do it for yourself. Yeah, you're going to commit to yourself to make the right decision, to learn more. So we have the Knight of Swords, we have Temperance, and we have the Death card. So what I think, balance is coming to you quickly after you have this transformation. Yeah, balance comes to you very quickly after you have this transformation. And it feels like that there's no victory in holding on here. Capricorn, there's no victory in holding on. You're at the crossroads of your life. It's time to move forward here. You've got all kinds of things waiting for you. Your ships are coming in, and the Knight of Wands is here. So this is somebody who is, I feel like it's time for you to explore your passions is what I want to say. Time to stop juggling. It's time to bring this whole thing to an end. I feel like you're not happy here. I feel like you don't know what to do because the Moon card showed up. I feel like you're not happy here. All right, we go to Aquarius. Here we are. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aquarius, my very cerebral, incredibly intelligent, but always stuck in your head. Fixed sign. I feel your pain. I am a fixed sign of a Taurus sun. So I understand that fixed sign energy. Here we go, Aquarius. This is for you. This is your sneak peek for this week. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I hope I don't get ahead of my tongue here. I'm trying to speak, but things are moving very fast in my head today. So we've got the King of Pentacles. All right. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the king that is grown, the one that is a father or a supporter, the one who wants to take care of you and protect you. And this person is someone who is very balanced in terms of stability. They have a lot of stability. They've taken a long time to grow their stability. This person is the one that's good with money. They could be quite wealthy. They do have an aptitude for money, though. They could be an accountant, an actuary. They could be the CFO of a large corporation. This person, is used to running a kingdom, right? So maybe paying people for what they do in terms of work. This person could be a boss, right? So we have the Nine of Wands and the Death card. Interesting. Just listening. What I want to say that I think that, Aquarius, that you've had to live your life brave. I feel like you are a brave, brave soul, whoever I'm connecting with. That you are someone who has been hurt a lot. And I want to say that you've been hurt a lot, not only financially, but in the home and hearth. I feel like maybe in your family or the place, people that you depend on, or there's people that depend on you, and that gives you a little bit of fear, I think, that so many people depend on you. You wish you didn't have so many people depending on you. I feel like you're the one that carries the kingdom. So you're the one who is doling out money to people who need it, or you're the person who is keeping everything level, balanced. I think that you are someone who is very dependable and generous, and I think that's about to stop. I think you're going to stop being everyone's rock. I think you've decided that no more handouts. The energy is transforming here. Something's coming to an end, and I think it's the way that you deal with people. I feel like you're tired of getting hurt and always being there for them, being the one that's dependable. We have the Hanged Man. Yeah, there's some type of realization. You've come to some type of realization about your home. There we go. Four of Pentacles is about that, right? Or sorry, the Four of Wands, not Four of Pentacles. The Four of Wands is about that. It's about stability, right? I feel like we're talking about your financial stability in a family situation. I think you've come to a realization that some people are just trying to get away with what they're trying to get away with. Or you could have older children who you're still paying for, or who you still clean up after financially, or something like that. I think that's about to come to a screeching halt is what I want to say. That it's going to blow the family in half, but I feel like you don't have any other choice. I feel like the universe, with the Hanged Man energy here in the reverse, tells me that you got to do it now. You have to surrender to the universe, and you have to surrender to your aha moment. Now that you know it, you can't unsee it. You can't unsee it. He's looking at that bright spot, right? I don't think this is going to happen this week. I feel like you're thinking about this week, but I feel like you're probably going to make a decision in about a month. I think you're going to think it over, mull it over a little bit. Yeah, I think you're the one that holds it all down. Whether you're feminine or masculine, I feel like you have to be in your masculine energy a lot. Because there is nobody else. I think you hold it down. You hold down the whole kingdom. 10 Cups. It is family related. It is a realization that you've had about the family situation. Yeah. Just listening. This is the apex of happiness. So I feel like there is happiness in the home, but I feel like you're tired of carrying it all. And I feel like you are about to say something. Even though I don't see any swords, I feel like all of this is leading up to some sort of communication. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Why the Ace of Pentacles? You're liberating yourself from investment. Yeah, it almost feels like you could be a divorcee, you don't have to be, but the energy of the Queen of Swords is she's the one who's going to speak up. She's not necessarily mean all the time, but she is so honest that people might say that's a mean bitch. Right? But somebody who's honest and assertive is not trying to be mean. They're trying to get their point across in a very logical, way. The Queen of Swords here is in the upright, which means that she is being very logical. She's being very factual, and she's going to hit you with the facts, whether you like it or not. And so I feel like you're going to hit somebody with the facts about whether or not you're going to invest in their family. This does feel more like children. It feels like you have an older child who's trying to get you to invest maybe in a home, or trying to get you to invest a lot of money in something. We have the Strength here. We have the Queen of Swords and Strength. You need to be strong and speak your mind in order to liberate yourself from a situation if you don't want to be in it. I feel like you're just trying to hold it down for happiness, was what I think. The Three of Cups is here. You just want to have celebration. You want things to be lighthearted. You want it to be around the heart space. You know, you want the kids to be able to come home and know that home is always there. You want to make the holiday dinners and things like that. You could be dealing with the Leo, could be dealing with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And we've got Pisces energy here, Scorpio energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Yeah, you know what you got to do. And you know, I was in a private reading the other night with a kind soul, and it did come up that it's like the situation came up. It's like, you know what you have to do. That's the High Priestess energy. You have a knowing. You know what you have to do, and it doesn't necessarily align with your Three of Cups energy. I think you're trying to be strong and putting on a brave face, but I think that you know what you need to do, and you're thinking about it in the silence. You got to take action here. The Queen of Wands isn't doing what you tell her to do. I think that you're going to go rogue. I think you're going to do what it is that you need to do in order to feel passion again, or feel passion about life, or to feel attractive and feel life is attractive. We have the Temperance card. You need some balance and healing. I just want to know what your aha moment is here. What's this revelation? Eight of Swords, I'm stuck. Knight of Cups, I'm stuck because I love these bozos. Yeah, I really love them. And I've been taking care of them for a long time, or I've been the one making decisions for them. So what I want to say is be careful of that, because when you don't allow your children to make their own decisions, they will depend on you for everything. Always. Make decisions for them. Teach them how to spend their money. Can you buy me a house? They're always going to depend on you. But I feel like you've always been the one who has been the one who takes action because you love them. I know I said bozos. I didn't really mean that. But it almost feels like that. It feels like, oh, I love these guys, but why can't they get it together? Yeah. Just listening. Two of Cups is in the reverse. Knight of Swords. There's going to be a hard conversation that's coming that is very, very, very clear, logical and factual. We're taking the love out of it. Two of Cups is in the reverse. You're taking the love out of it. I got to talk to them like I'm the emperor. I have to let them know exactly what I'm thinking, and I need to do it minus this love that I have for them. I need to be pure and honest and deliver it in a way that is logical and honest. Try not to be scattered. I do see the Knight of Swords as being highly intelligent and very motivated and very brave, but very scattered in their thoughts. The Knight of Swords is only concerned about the end result. Please don't be concerned about the end result. Please be more concerned about the journey. And then we have the Five of Wands. Yeah, we leave this with you in indecision. I think in the future, you're going to walk away from the Seven of Pentacles. You're no longer going to wait. I think that you probably are a mother. The Queen of Cups is here. The Queen of Pentacles is also a mother who is here. So I feel like that you're going to walk away from any situation that confuses love with money. I think the Seven of Pentacles is, I'm going to hold back on the Queen of Cups because I need to talk about the Queen of Pentacles. We need to talk about money. We need to hold back on the love, or we need to wait. I need to pull the love out of it. We need to talk about it. I think all you want is to be happy, right? And the Sun is here. I think you do have it. Happiness with the children here. Nine of Cups and the Sun, if we're talking about the kids, because you're manifesting it. Yeah, I feel like we come to the end of this reading here this week, and you're still kind of undecided about when to say it and how to say it. All right. Last but not least, these lips have had a workout today. This is a long one. Pisces, I'm here. Pisces, how are you? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Pisces. I am your Pisces sister. It is two fishes in my moon sign. That's why I know all your junk. That's why I know all your shit. All right, Pisces, I do have this energy. Let's lay it down and see what's going on with you, with the collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you are interested in a private read, please look below in the description. You will see the yellow dot. There, right there, there's a link to Wizio, and you will be able to book me there. I am on a 10-day turnaround time currently. Readings there begin at $40. All right, let's get her done. Pisces. Tell me about Pisces. Cross watchers, thank you for being here. There we go. Hallelujah. I don't know why I said that. Ace of Wands. Booyah. It's like, I've got it finally. I've got it. It's in my damn hand. I've got it. I don't know why I'm celebrating for you. Somebody who has been watching you. Possibly been watching you, right? Whether, and I don't think it's a creepy way. I don't think it's a creepy way at all. It could be somebody that, when I say they're watching you, it doesn't necessarily have to be online. They don't have to be stalking your Insta stories. I feel like this could be anywhere. This could be your neighbor. This could be somebody who you sit next to on the subway or the bus every day, or you see someone in your realm. It's like this person is watching you. Whenever they see you, they notice you. Ace of Wands is present, though. That's really interesting. They're very attracted to you, and they feel some type of fire within you or with you. They feel a draw toward you. It's because you're the damn Empress. That's why. So I have realized along my journey of becoming the Empress that the Empress has energy that everybody wants. Everybody's whipping out their straws to try and suck up the Empress energy. Oh my goodness. You know what? This Ace of Wands is making me giggly. Yeah, it is. It's like, it almost looks like victory to me. The Empress is getting victory. Someone who has been watching you is going to come forward and tell you about all their feelings, or that they're passionate for you, or that they're attracted to you, or, I mean, who wouldn't be? You're the Empress, you're Taurus, who is grounded, and Libra, who is balanced. You're also Venus, who is love. And these are two Venusian signs, right? Libra and Taurus. It feels like you are someone who is going to be presented with a situation with someone who has been watching you and who is super attracted to you and is going to approach you and ask you to go on this new cycle with them. Passionate cycle. We have the Four of Cups. And so you may not really be paying attention to this person. That's why they're watching you, Pisces. You're not even paying attention. This guy is all focused on the three cups here, right? That cup that is up there on the shelf. It feels to me like there is redundancy in this person just watching. They don't want to watch anymore. But I don't necessarily think that they're ready to approach you. What I want to say is that they have the cup on the shelf because not only are they ignoring it, but I feel like maybe you've given it to them or you let them know that you had feelings for them. And this person's been sitting with that information for a long time. I feel like they've been thinking about it, watching you, ruminating on it. It feels like the Ten of Cups is yours anyway, is what I want to say. Regardless of who this is, the Ten of Cups is yours. I feel like somebody is bored with life, bored with watching, very attracted to you, and this person is thinking that you're all the beans. All the beans in the jar at the fair. Why are we talking about that? Yeah, jelly beans are in jars on the counter at the fair. I'm at some sort of in my head here, of course, Charlie is showing me a carnival. Guess how many beans are in the jar? All the beans. Now, the Empress is all of it, right? Could be in childbearing years, don't have to be. This person is very balanced because they are all of the queens. They've learned all of the lessons of all the queens. You could be in childbearing years, but you don't have to be because some people Empress up late. And the Ten of Cups tells me that I think that this person is thinking about offering you all of it. They're thinking about offering you all of it. I feel like somebody here has been daydreaming about having the Ten of Cups with you. and what that might be like. And if they decided to date you and court you and love you up, right? 10 cups is the apex of happiness. Yeah. And what comes after the 10, the ace, right? The ace of cups follows right behind. So I feel like that this person feels like you're all of it. And I feel like probably what's coming up is this person wanting to open a new cycle of love with you. Be surprised if we didn't see the Ace of Cups. Seven of Pentacles, they've been holding back. They've been waiting, not saying anything. You see this energy, right? The Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Somebody is thinking on it intently, taking their sweet ass time, making a decision about what to do next. They've put you on the shelf. And this person's been very focused on partying, maybe drinking. We got a glass of wine there. We got a couple of goblets. Maybe they've been in and out of some relationships. It feels like somebody here has been waiting to speak with you. They don't want to watch anymore. They're in this energy of waiting and watching and bored AF. They know what you are. They know what you offer. They know your worth. They see it. You're coming up as the Empress. This person sees you. What are we waiting for here? Why are we waiting? Why is Pisces person waiting to come forward? Oh, this person needs to be liberated. Or they could be scared about your words. They could see you as someone who's quite powerful, right? Someone who uses a lot of words, someone who's terribly honest, which is really the only way to be. I don't think that you're into hurting anybody deliberately, but I think you always keep the sword sharpened and at the ready is what I want to say. You're ready to cut out anybody who's just going to give you grief. I feel like you have a very logical and factual way of thinking, and I think that this person is scared of that sharp sword. They don't want to get cut by you. Now, I don't know if that's because you've already cut them, or because they just interpret the Queen of Swords as someone who is going to hurt or says things that are hurtful. And it might be because it's a truth that grinds their gears. Do you know what I mean? So the Queen of Swords, take that with a grain of salt. We always give her a bad rap, right? She's the one who's liberated herself from marriage, right? She's the one who's a divorcee. She now speaks for herself. And this person's going to be probably short on patience. I'm going to say this person's probably had enough at this point, and this person is newly single or is single, and that's why they speak up to themselves. So what I think is that this person views you as someone who's standing in your power, makes your own money. Why does this person need me, feminine or masculine? Why does this person need me? Like, they have everything. They have control of their lives. They speak up. They're very honest. And this person in the Nine of Pentacles, it's like they have everything that they need. It almost feels like this person here isn't coming forward because they are a little bit intimidated by the fact that you don't need them, that you don't need anything, that you make your own money and you speak your own mind and you speak your own words. And I feel like this person feels as though you don't need them, that you're solid in your individual energy. But they want to try and get you into the Ten of Cups. I think they're holding back because it freaks them out that you're so forward. Yeah. So we're trying to make a decision here. This person may make a decision by the next full moon. What I want to say is that they're going to be very slow to make the decision because the Pentacles are here, right? I feel like they're going to wait for a while. It almost feels as though they watch and wait and watch and wait and watch and wait. They see that you're very clear with the way that you speak. So they could be watching you online. Maybe you're the person who's just honest online. But it feels like this person is trying to make a decision about what to do. They're asking the universe for help. The Two of Swords is about, the person has their eyes covered. They don't really want to see the situation for what it is. Somebody here is trying to make a decision. When I see swords that are pointed up, it feels as though someone's asking the universe to help them make a decision, because we've got the full moon here, right? So somebody could be making a decision by the next full moon, or maybe they'll see things clearer by that time. It doesn't have to be, of course, but I think someone is making a decision about you. Yeah, they see you as the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, Pisces, and they're making a decision about you this week. There you go. They know that they are connected with you in a way that they are not connected with anyone else. They choose you. They may have had a choice between two, but they choose you over the other. You're not the second choice. This person is trying to decide whether you are the soulmate, whether you are the one that is their mirror, the one that they are connected to in a way that they are not connected to anyone else. Right? Right there. They're connected to you through maybe astrology, maybe by the moon cycles. Maybe they look outside and look at the moon and hope you're looking at it too. That's what it feels like. That this person's trying to make a decision about whether or not they want to be single anymore. They're not sure, but they know that you're not the second choice. They know that, and so they know that they got to come right. So somebody here is really taking their time to make the decision about what to do with you, about what this connection really is. The Hermit is here. That's Virgo energy. Somebody is trying to go over all the details. They don't want to make a mistake. They've been hermiting. They've been thinking about it. Thinking about the whole situation. Been thinking about it. Yeah. Not making a decision, but thinking about it and watching. Tell me about the Hermit. The Hanged Man. So this person is kind of stuck. They want to surrender. I feel like they are going to come to some sort of an aha moment, or they're going to get the answer that they need. I feel like after looking, they're kind of looking over the situation from all possible sides to see if you really are the real deal. I think you are. I think they're going to commit to you. Yeah, I think you are the real deal. They're hoping you're going to follow them. You're going to follow their traditions. I think that this person's wondering if you want a commitment. I think that with the Hanged Man here, that they've been looking at every possible way. Could be dealing with a Taurus, could be dealing with Gemini, could be dealing with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I feel. We've got Taurus and Libra. Tell me why this person is waiting and sitting in the Four of Cups, waiting and watching. Oh, they're about to get in their vehicle and come over. I think they're about to charge at you here. I feel like they want victory with you, but I feel like that they're having a hard time showing their feelings, but that they do want to move quickly. I think that this person could live at a distance from you, but it could mean that you get in the car and have to drive 10 hours or maybe 1 hour. You never know. But the Eight of Swords is here, and we have the Ten of Wands. This person is stuck right now. I feel like they're trying to make a decision to move forward, but it feels like they're carrying a lot of burdens. I feel like your person is probably been very hurt. I think that they're having a hard time making their decision, that it's always on their mind. They're kind of obsessing over you, wondering what's going to happen in the future, thinking about what happened in the past. Ultimately, this person ends up sending you a passionate message. The Knight of Cups is here. They're coming in for all of it. Yep, they're coming in with the romantic feelings, the Three of Cups, and the Page of Cups. This person is going to surprise you by taking you out and telling you about their feelings. And it's giving you balance. It's beautiful. Long-term relationship on the bottom of the deck, which is the future. Look at that. Look at that. Ten of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and you knew it. Your intuition's going to be confirmed. You could be dealing with a Leo, or this is really going to get a lot of growth. I feel like when you two go to the crossroads, it feels like Four of Swords, that there's a lot of healing of toxicity here, and you've been waiting a very long time for this shift to come in. All right, that's it, Pisces. I'll be back, of course.